In 2 recent videos, I shared my responses to 2 questions that I am often asked when I tell people I am taking a motorcycle trip by myself. There is a 3rd question I am asked, and I will share that with you along with my response in this video. I am heading for home, back to South Carolina, and I do something that I have never done before.
It is so hard to believe that these 2 weeks have flown by so fast. It's been great spending time together, relaxing, working, and reconnecting with our family and friends.
And don't forget the riding. Indiana does have some great roads to ride. But now it's time to get that motorcycle ready, pack up, and head back to South Carolina tomorrow.
Oh well, all good things have to come to an end.
After all the chores and packing are done, we walk over to our parents' home to spend the evening. I check my route, the weather, and where I might stop for the night tomorrow night. Had to do a last-minute route change because of the weather. When I got up this morning, I checked the radar. I had planned to take the more scenic route south, going back the way I came, but it is showing heavy rain and a band of storms crossing over my path about the time I would hit southern Indiana and northern Kentucky. Thankfully, I am going to be able to dodge a little bit of that rain and head over to Indianapolis.
Father in heaven, we just thank you for a beautiful night's rest. But Father, right now we ask that you keep her safe, Father, keep her as much out of the rain as possible, and just bless and be with her right now all the way home.
All right, time to get out and enjoy that ride today.
You have fun. I got a wedding to go to. Running late. The one day I get up late, so.
Okay, let me take care. Bye.
Till next time.
Saying goodbye is the hardest part of this trip. It never seems to get any easier for me. But a little wind therapy does help. Then there's this beautiful early morning sky. The best therapy money can buy. Avoiding the rain today has me taking the interstate, and I will be going around Indianapolis, Louisville, Lexington, Knoxville, and Asheville on my way to South Carolina. At this point, I have picked out a couple of hotels in Tennessee to stop for the night, depending on how I feel. With it being Saturday, I will monitor room availability at my stops. I may have dodged the rain so far. I just wish I could say the same thing about that traffic. I am in Seymour. I'm about 145 miles from where I left this morning. Doing great. Next stop, I've got 150 miles to go, and I will make it to Buc-ee's. I'm gonna get back out on the road. As I was setting my GPS for my next stop, I meet a couple of lady bikers, Heather and 6-year-old Angel, who points out that she rides too. Heather tells me that she had a motorcycle accident earlier this year and thanks the Lord for protecting her. She knows there's a reason God spared her. She tells me how she was invited to church during this really hard time in her life, and she was baptized. We have a great conversation, and I am so thankful God protected Heather. It always warms my heart when I hear these kind of stories. Then Angel proudly shows me her ride. Heather put some training wheels on this little motorcycle, and it can go up to 17 miles per hour. This is so awesome. That was a great encounter and experience meeting the little future biker and her mom who gave me this. Thank you so much. All right, I gotta get back out on the road. Another check of the radar, and I decide to lose the rain jacket. I almost decided to just enjoy the ride over the bridge today, but I couldn't let it go. I had to do some research on these bridges, mostly because one of the bridges here is a suspension bridge and the other a cantilever bridge. The bridge we are now on is the John F. Kennedy Memorial Bridge, and it was finished in December of 1963, named as a memorial for President Kennedy, who had been assassinated a month earlier. This is the bridge that I remember crossing as a child when we came to visit family here in Kentucky. Only then, it had both north and southbound lanes crossing it. Today, all 6 lanes are used to carry traffic southbound from Indiana into Kentucky. The cable stay suspension bridge to my left was finished in 2015 and was built to lighten the traffic burden in the area. It has 6 lanes and carries traffic northbound from Kentucky to Indiana. It is the Abraham Lincoln Bridge and was named for President Lincoln because he was born in Kentucky and lived in Spencer County, Indiana from about the age of 8 until he was 20 years old. Riding in the quiet for a while, it gives me some time to think. And right now, I'm wondering if I would have met Heather and her daughter if I were in the car instead of on the motorcycle. As a solo female motorcycle rider, I often get a few looks from people. I'm sure some are just curious about the motorcycle, and others wonder what I am doing out here alone. Some just walk by, some wave, and some smile. And there's some who do stop and talk to me like Heather did. Regardless, I love it when people are not afraid to approach me and ask about my motorcycle, where I am from, where I'm traveling to, and if I like being out on the road. It is a great opportunity to share my love for the ride, and more importantly, my faith in Jesus. When I meet fellow bikers and hear their stories, I ride away truly blessed and thrilled to be a part of this biker community. After some beautiful rock walls and rolling hills, I come to the pastures and horse farms of the Lexington area. I get on to I-75, and just south of Lexington is Richmond, Kentucky. Here, I will be making my second stop of the day at a Buc-ee's. This will be my second Buc-ee's experience. Buc-ee's is known for its clean bathrooms, quirky snacks and gifts, and plentiful gas pumps. These 120 gas pumps make moving into getting gas a breeze. No waiting lines, even with all the traffic. I have gone about 300 miles. Now I am going to take a little bit of a break. I think I'm going to go in and get something to drink and get some jerky. Buc-ee's is a privately owned company founded in 1982 with grassroots in Texas. This is the first Buc-ee's in Kentucky and was opened in April of 2022. This is a 53,000 square foot convenience store, and boy are they busy. Like all the other Buc-ee's, they are open 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. There is fresh hot food available 24 hours a day, but motorcycles beware. There are no tables or chairs to sit at and eat. I will just be picking up a drink and maybe some beef jerky today. We'll save the barbecue for another time, when I am in a car. On my way over to the restrooms, I see the red-capped Buc-ee's beaver mascot. He is posing with guests for pictures. Speaking of restrooms, they boast having the cleanest restrooms, and apparently in 2012, a nationwide restroom contest was held, and that statement was made official. Checkout here at Buc-ee's is a breeze as well, and the staff are very friendly. think I have about 150 miles to get to Knoxville, and another 50 miles south of there, or maybe a little less. So I'll stop one more time for gas and then decide where I'm going to stay for the night. That Richmond, Kentucky Buc-ee's is large, but I understand that the Buc-ee's in Sevierville, Tennessee is even larger. And with it being about 165 miles to get there, I think that will be just right for my next gas stop. The ride down I-75 into Tennessee is absolutely beautiful. I pick up I-640 around Knoxville, and this will take me to I-40. After about 25 more miles, I come to exit 407 and the Sevierville, Tennessee Buc-ee's. According to their website, this Buc-ee's was opened in June of 2023, and it is the largest convenience store in the world at about 74,707 square feet. And like the other two Buc-ee's I visited, I was able to pull right up to a gas pump with no problem. I did not spend a great deal of time inside the store, but after filling my gas tank, I did take advantage of their clean restrooms. I rested and drank some coffee while I checked out hotel rooms, focusing on ones down the road further than I had originally planned. I have gone about 457 miles so far today, and it looks like I have 367 to go to get home. I am not tired. I am very hot, but because I'm not tired, I'm not going to stop for the night yet. I'll just keep going until I get too tired to drive. This is an absolutely beautiful location here. We are not far from the Great Smoky Mountain National Park, Gatlinburg, and Pigeon Forge. Now to get back onto I-40 and head towards Asheville. As far as roads go on my ride today, nothing tops I-40 here. Southern Tennessee and North Carolina have some amazing roads. There are beautiful waterways, sweeping curves, magnificent mountains and valleys, cool rock walls, and even a couple of tunnels. All these make this road for me my favorite of the day. I have been pretty fortunate, no, I would say blessed, that apart from a few sprinkles earlier in the day, it really has not rained on me. Now, this leads me to share the third question I usually get when I tell people I am taking a motorcycle trip. And that question is, if it rains, do you ride anyway? Now, for those of us in the motorcycle community, we know it is not if, but when it rains. Therefore, most of us are prepared to ride in the rain. My answer to those who ask, if I am home and have a local trip planned that is not important, I sometimes postpone it or even cancel it. But if I have a trip planned or something that is important that I really want to do, such as this trip I am taking now, I do not let the rain stop me. Rain gear is always handy, and I never leave home without it. If it is storming or lightning, of course, I will take caution and pull over, but I do not let the rain stop me. There have been times when the rain was so heavy that I needed to use the taillights of the vehicle in front of me to guide me, but that has not happened very much, and I do not like to take risks. It is always safety first, and if I need to, I pull over and wait for the rain to slow down. I pick up I-26 around Asheville.
Far from all the voices telling us we can't
I make it back to South Carolina, and in Spartanburg, I make my 4th stop for gas. Surprisingly enough, I am not tired, and with only 199 miles to go to get home, I am thinking how I really do not feel like unpacking this motorcycle at a hotel tonight, and then getting up in the morning and repacking. I talked to my husband and have decided to just keep riding.
Far from all the voices telling us we can't.
I get to Columbia and it is very dark. Nope, I'm still not going to stop for the night.
We can make it, we can take it easy.
And home sweet home. Before I even got up this morning, my husband had my motorcycle unpacked for me, and I was able to sit and enjoy a cup of coffee with him. I am so glad that I pushed myself and did that ride yesterday. Not only because I got to sleep in my own bed, but also because I can say that the 845 miles that I did was the most I've done in any one-day ride. And I actually don't feel bad for it today. It was an overall awesome day. Now I'm home, going to get Miss Livia cleaned up and then go in, relax, well, unpack. That I do have to do. All right, everybody, until next time, God bless and safe riding out there.